How's it going there, guys? Slicked back hairstyle here. The only reason why it's like that is because it's very greasy, because I've been sweating like mad because of the heat wave. That's got nothing to do with today's video. Today's kind of like the start of the wrestling diaries that I was meant to have started about a week ago. That's a dead meme, so don't even in the comment section seem to you in the background keep your trap shut, because if you guys start spamming that in the comment section, I will start dabbing a lot more. 1 like equals 1 dab. I don't know how these things work. 1 like for a dab. I don't fucking get it. But anyway, today is the start of the wrestling diaries, which is my journey back to the PCW Academy. I was there for a time before, but I had to leave because of money issues. So I've returned now, and it's actually really nice to be back, to see everybody that I used to train with, as well as the new guys, new class that I'm in, which is absolutely awesome. We started about now 2 weeks ago. Well, roughly about 2 weeks ago. It was on a Sunday. We did the initiation, like the first session. Initiation, it sounds like it's a gang war or something. I do apologise, but we did like the first session to kind of ease everybody in. And I say ease everybody in, but we had 3 of the intermediates. One of them that I used to train with when I was first there, H, Phil, and Alex. They did a bit of fitness with us, squats, lots of squats. If you ever want to start doing wrestling, just squats are your best friend, and they're also your worst enemy, so just squat like mad. I know it sounds really, really strange to say squat out loud, but literally, absolutely killed us on the fitness side. But it was cool because it was like shocking the body back into it. So I kind of struggled to adapt again because I hadn't been doing anything. Everybody else was, you know, everyone else did it as well. I think we had like 1 person who didn't come back, which was actually quite good, because the first time that I did it, a lot of people like dropped out. We didn't see them again. Like they all dropped out in the first week. Only 1 person I think didn't come back, and the rest of us are all still going. We did a bit of running the ropes, back bumps, and we all took a suplex, and we kind of showing you the dynamic that if you work together, like even a shorter guy can suplex a taller guy. So we took like a suplex from Alex, and then we took one from H. H's suplexes scare the fucking shit out of you because of how tall, how high you get. Still fucking scares me. Fucking hate taking a suplex, I'm not even gonna lie. So then the next day we had Bubblegum, our original trainer, which was really cool to see him again. And we worked with the class that I used to be in, with Michael, Peter, Sam, and Callum. And I feel bad. I feel like I have to name everybody, because if I miss somebody out, I feel so bad. But the original class that I was in, as well as some of the other guys, we did rolls again. I did the shoulder rolls, did a few more back bumps, and did a bit of chain wrestling as well, which was quite cool because I felt like I forgot a lot of the chain wrestling, especially like wrist locks. I can remember like headlocks, hammer locks, and things like that, but wrist locks were always something that I felt like I couldn't remember. As well as that, doing a thing called feeding, which is when you always get up in, like, you always have to turn leading with your left. So because everything in wrestling, it kind of all works from the left. So it's like when you do arm drag, it's your left arm that gets arm dragged, things like that. So for some reason I forgot, and I thought that it was right. Every time I was doing, like, before I started again, I was like, oh, do a shoulder roll, and I'd practice a shoulder roll, and then I could not remember how to get back up, which was very, very frustrating. But yeah, it was nice to kind of jog our memories with that. We did a bit of the same that we did on Sunday, and on Wednesday was just the beginners class, the new guys that I'm now, like the class that I'm in, and we did some off the top rope stuff. Kind of just like taking a bump off the top, which was really fucking scary. More squats, more fucking squats. I couldn't sit down. Like literally, squats hurt my bum. It was really bad. But I'm gonna have an ass made for prison. Please don't send me to prison, because you know what they do to guys like us in prison. If you can guess the song who it's by, 20 points to Griffin Claw. I will implement a point system at some time. Maybe when I get the website back up. Who knows? Probably not. I'll just get sued. But we went over things. Like I did a bit more chain wrestling. One of the guys, Liam, showed us like a little bit of chain wrestling as well. And then Monday, this is now caught back up. I do apologise, I feel like I'm rattling through everything, but it's kind of like I'm just trying to get back up to date. Because a lot of the stuff we did was going over the previous session, but adding a little bit more. And then we did, on Monday, it was like drop downs, where obviously the illusion is that you're trying to trip your opponent up. So they're running off of the rope, you're trying to dive at their feet to trip them up. We were doing some of them, and leapfrogs. And yeah, I forgot how horrible the drill is when you're doing like when you're running the ropes. I actually don't find that as bad. It's running the ropes still is very tiring, but when you're doing like sleep and you have to get up, leapfrog, sleep, leapfrog, it's just like you have to get up before, you know, they're coming back, so you have to work together with your timing, but you can't be a slouch and expect them, and you can't hesitate, because if you hesitate then something will go wrong, it'll look shit. The fans will be like, you know, why did he stop? Why, like, you know, why did that happen? Especially when it's like the sleep, you have to like dive as close as you can to their feet, because if you're a little bit away, it's like, you know, why would you try to avoid that when you can just like kick him in the head? You know what I mean? So we were kind of like working things like that, and it was kind of just like getting us ready for the international, which is obviously the spot that, well, the spot that it's called, and which we ended up working on last night with our new trainer, Danny Hope, and that was quite cool. We went over some stuff, did a few more different drills, different exercises, and did like headlock takeovers, which was cool. I forgot about them, and it was like, I did a headlock. Yeah, it was just a headlock takeovers just before we ran the international, and did like bump drills, up and overs, in and out of the rings, things like that, forward rolls, back rolls, all stuff like that. And then we were running the international, and for some reason when I did the leapfrog, I came down and my left ankle, like, I don't know what happened, but my left leg just like spasmed and I just went over really awkwardly on my ankle, and it fucking hurts, because ankles are like when you hurt your ankle in wrestling, that's it fucking sucks, man, because I think there's already 2 people out injured. Michael, who's got an injury, he was trying to do a Phoenix Splash. I think this is called a Phoenix Splash, but it's when you do like a 450 but you start facing the opposite way. When you do a 450, you're on the top rope, you're facing the opponent, you do the 450. Well, it's the one where you're facing away, so you have to turn and then do a 450. And Holly's out injured because she took a suplex, but when she landed, I can't remember, I think she said she landed awkwardly on her ankle. And literally, like, that was the one that was like, thinking, oh my god, because I think she's been injured like for a little bit, like quite a bit. And I was worried because I was thinking, fuck, I don't want to be out for like a while. And because I was injured like one time when I fucked my back up, and I was just panicking the whole time. I was like, oh my god, please don't tell me I'm already fucking injured. It's like 2 weeks in, I can't be injured. Managed to get through the rest of it, did the rest of the session, did promo class. We did like a little promo session, which was really cool. Very, very intimidating, because it was like you had an opponent, where you were wrestling them and what for, but you didn't pick. It was like everybody else would pick for you. And I think like mine was like Karma, Starcade, no, Injustice for the keys to the PCW Academy or something. And it was just like, oh come on, you have to like try and rattle off a promo as soon as possible. But there was one promo, and he last guy to go, and he fucking killed it. It was so good, man. Like, his promo was just so fluid, and I think he's like can speak a bit of Welsh, so he's throwing like Welsh words in there, and it was absolutely amazing. But it was so good, so fun. I love doing the promos. Very fucking nerve-wracking though, but it's fun times. Like, wrestling just fucking is so much fun. If anybody is legitimately thinking, like, because they, you know, people always put off because like, oh, it's a fake sport. It's like, no, it's a predetermined sport, but it still fucking hurts. Like, it really does, because you're throwing your body on the fucking mat all the time. At least if it's like MMA or boxing, there's a chance that you can avoid damage, but with this, it's like, no, you gotta fucking take these hits. But yeah, man, it's so good to be back. It's so much fun. And yeah, roll on fucking Monday, man. Roll on Monday. Just can't wait to get back into it. But guys, hope you enjoyed the first episode of Wrestling Diaries. I might not make this like a weekly thing, because You know, a lot of times we're going over stuff, but when something happens, or I might just do it like I did this time with like 2-week blocks to kind of give you guys like an update on the progress and things like that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you guys aren't really fans of wrestling, I do apologise. Gameplay video will be up tomorrow. Back to your regularly scheduled crap. Can't even remember what that's from. That is a quote from a game. I think it's like Carmageddon. I'm just going off on a tangent. I do apologise. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And yeah, until next time, catch you guys later.